Hello, people. It's your boy Comic Chat, and today I'm going to break down. I'm going to react to the movie I went and spent my hard-earned money last night to. That's Thor: Love and Blunder. I mean Thor: Love and Thunder. But anyway, here we go.
Here we go.
Well, and here we go. Before we get into the review or the reaction of this movie, a couple things I want you to do. First, if you haven't already, first time coming to my channel, please subscribe. I need you to subscribe. I want and need your subscriptions. Also, hit the notification bell, hit that notification bell because I want you to be notified on each and every time that I upload any material. Also, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down don't matter anymore, but the thumbs up definitely helps algorithm. And last, leave a comment because your comments I read, I try to absorb, think about it, and send you back something that I hope that you can like. Oh, I may agree, I may disagree with you, but anyway, leave your comments, they will get read. Now, simply put, Thor: Love and Thunder, and I affectionately call it Thor: Love and Blunder, just was not my cup of tea. And before we get into it, I'm not going to fully spoil it because I know there's some of you that haven't seen it. But I will say for me, and just for me, that this movie was not what I thought it was going to be. I did not like it. There was maybe one or two parts I liked. To me, it was too comedic. Taika Waititi's style of directing does not fit in the MCU now. I see that more than ever. It was just like continuous jokes. I think a lot of things and this little humor and stuff, tongue-in-cheek humor. Sometimes it made Thor look very narcissistic and baboonish and idiotic and stuff. Just didn't like the way they painted Thor. How they gave Jane the power was pretty smooth. That's the storyline. I think what I was researching, the storyline in this movie was better than the storyline in the actual comic book. So they did Jane or Lady Thor or the Mighty Thor or whatever you want to call her. They did her pretty good. I have no complaints with how they did that in how she looked. She looked good. I was always wondering on Natalie Portman's body frame, how could she handle that? But hey, she looked good in the uniform, in the costume, so not a problem with that. It was a lot of silly stuff, like the Hammers had their own personality and they were like jealous at some parts and stuff. It was just crazy. Now, Christian Bale as Gore, the God Butcher, did to me an excellent job. He looked evil and sinister. The way he became God Gore, the God Butcher, was compelling. You knew what his pain was, and you know why he did what he did. The fight scenes were pretty good. I can't sit here and say they weren't. There was the special effect on Chris Hemsworth's face. I don't know whether something was off in one of the scenes. I can't quite remember. He was talking to Jane, and the face looked off. I don't know why they would have to use CGI on his face, but it looked a little different. When you see it in the movie, you'll be able to tell like, something's a little off there, a little wonky. This movie, I'm not even sure how long it was. To tell you the truth, I can tell you I went to the 8 o'clock show and I think I got around 10, so maybe it's 2 hours and some change, maybe 2 hours, right at 2 hours. But there was a part in the movie where I was dozing off, so I had to physically and mentally make myself stay awake because I wanted to make sure I see this movie and was able to properly critique it. I was able to kind of get my second win, so to speak. And I watched the movie. Was very underwhelmed. To me, this is the worst movie of this phase. To me, there's some. I hate to say this, but Eternals, in some aspects, was better than this movie to me. I just did not like all the comedic stuff they threw in the movie. Like you see it, and I thought it was silly. The way Thor acts when he's fighting and stuff, and how Stormbreaker and Moonir kind of like they jealous of each other. It is to me, it was just crazy. Now, one thing, and okay, and Russell Crowe is one of my favorite actors, and he plays a certain character in here, a very powerful character in here. But then they make him act kind of, I don't know what a word is, but you just see it, and he's such an asshole. Whenever Thor goes there for help and stuff, and tries to do things, and you'll just see it. The place now was visually this movie is not bad because it's very bright and vibrant colors. Um, and the place where they went to where the gods is like all the gods ever in any culture were there. And it's very pretty place. That set or that scene, whatever, was done very well. Um, the transportation is crazy. You would think Stormbreaker, as powerful as it is, that could do a Bifrost to wherever they want to go to. But for whatever reason, Stormbreaker couldn't do that. I guess it was mad, supposedly, I don't know, being jealous. But they used like, and I will tell you this, like this ship, and they had these two giant goats that would pull the ship to wherever they need to go. Stormbreaker would provide the rainbow bridge, so to speak. They would run on the bridge to wherever they need to go. Um, that's pretty cool how they done that, and you look and you see the look. But overall, this movie did not move the MCU story along at all in my mind. You could totally not see this movie and be good to go for as MC lore. It didn't break. The only thing it did was interesting. Now they introduced a new character. Um, I think it's gonna be a popular character if they act on it at the end of the first end scene credit. There are two end scene credits in this movie. So if you go, there's one. The first one, they introduce a new character, kind of like how they did in Eternals. How they at the end they introduced Star Fox, but they're gonna introduce another character. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do with that character, but it's a very popular character, very recognizable when you see it. And the costume is very comic book accurate. It is comic book accurate. It looks to me just like the comic book. Um, the second end scene credit, it was all right. I'll tell you this: Idris Elba is in the second end scene credit. Also, we see that he has a son, and his son has similar powers to him in this movie. You will see that. That's not too much of a spoiler, but overall, I give this a F. This movie was an F. Just last night I gave it an F minus, but just because maybe one or two things I did like, I may give it an F plus if there's a such grade. F plus is what I give it. I would not go back to see this movie again. I may would watch it whenever it goes to Disney Plus, but if I'm being totally truthful, if you're an MCU fan, you can totally miss this movie and not miss anything. And it didn't bring anything new other than that character that they may or may not use from the end scene credit. But other than that, it didn't bring nothing new to the story. It didn't move anything along. You saw Gallons of the Guardians for a short period of time, but they were like Thor was getting on their nerves. So I don't even know it pushed any interest for Guardian of the Galaxy 3. It didn't. It just didn't do anything. This was like a fun, goofy movie. Something you go if you want to get drunk or high and watch something and laugh and giggle. I guess this would do it. But for the more serious moviegoer and viewing, and you thinking that you're going to get a good, compelling story in the MCU to push it along, this is not that movie. So, like I said, you go check it out for yourself. This is just my opinions. But I say that you can just wait to Disney Plus and you'll be all right. Because I went yesterday and by myself, I spent $25 with concessions and tickets. So that is crazy. I wanted my money back for the movie. But you win some, you lose some. But if you have any comments, if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you're totally shocked at what I'm saying, or if you just want to say anything, please leave your comments at the bottom. And I will definitely read them and get back to you. I will be checking my phone periodically throughout the day to make sure that if anyone comments on this movie, that I respond back to them. But I'm just telling you, Save your money. Save your money. So until then, it's going to be Thor, Love, and Blunder. Oh, one last thing. This thing will not make over $500 million. If it does, I will be shocked. This was, to me, is going to be a dud. D-U-D, dud. I don't think it's going to make a $500 million. I would be surprised if it makes over 500 million. It's just that bad to me. So till next time, later. Peace.